successful. This concept of sales enablement, I picked up from another guy almost accidentally. You know how sometimes you're just talking to people and they just give you this bolt from above and you're just so grateful. But I had been doing sales training for a while, and sales training, the way it translates for most people is just the way you and I went about it. You put me in touch with the person who's most likely to impact sales, Nika, and have me spend some time with her. And we call that sales training. But this guy blew the top of my head off when he mentioned this phrase to me. He said, Michael, when you're working with clients, if you really want to be invaluable to them, don't just do sales training, do sales enablement. And I had never heard it before. My ears went like this. I'm like, what does that mean? And it turns out sales enablement is a more holistic view at what may be impeding sales. And a lot of times you have to talk to more than just salespeople to enable sales. I had a gig for a while with an IT company, and same thing. They put me in with the salespeople, and I come in and do a meeting with them every week. I keep in touch with them privately to learn what they're doing. But they were working within the constricts of a very antiquated, complicated agreement and process and expectation from their own company. The own company was working against these people, which made it complicated because now it was the guy that hired me, the president of the company, whose attitude had to change in order for the salespeople to be successful. Right. We see this happen a lot, that the president of the company thinks it needs to be a certain way, and you talk to the salespeople and go, well, this is the way Alex, in this case, Alex wants it done. But I'm talking to the wrong people until I actually talk to Alex. So you and I have made some great headway here because we're starting to understand each other better. And I got this out for you today, this little Rubik's Cube, because that's what you and I are doing right now. We're trying to get this puzzle figured out. And it's complicated. And sales enablement touches all of these squares, not just some of them, right? All the departments, not just one of them. Especially when we start talking about things like the magazine. Bob has been, the editor of the magazine, has been absent to our process. Maybe it's time to bring him in as a cameo, if nothing else, in one of these calls for the first 10 minutes, just to get his perspective. Let me ask him some questions. Then have him excuse himself, and then you and I can talk some more. Maybe that would be helpful. Couldn't hurt.
No, I agree.
Okay, so that's roughly that's the primer on sales enablement, and I realize it doesn't offer a lot of answers, but it offers another way of looking, like another analogy. You know, can you see the Starbucks logo?
Yeah.
By the way, stupid branding. Statistically, most people are right-handed, so the logo is going to always be facing me. So what do all my friends on Zoom see? Nothing. They should have done it. They should have done the logo on both sides or this way and made it more legible for webcams, for God's sake. But, you know, if I look at this, I can see, well, or if I look at this side without the logo, it's a pewter silver coffee cup, right? But if I turn it this way, I see, oh, it's a Starbucks coffee cup. If I look at it this way, oh, it's a full coffee cup. If I look at it from underneath, oh, I see it now, 12 fluid ounces, 355 milliliters. You know, we need to do that with our problems, and it takes time.
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean,
just
on sales enablement, just to get it out, is I think, you know, as I'm trying to apply that to where we are right now, I think this is why we are, you know, I'm working with Rich to replace our current e-commerce platform. So even if there's good stuff in the store is clunky, doesn't work real well. So that was something that we've prioritized, and that's part of the sales enablement, is if that e-commerce works better, then this is all going to go better. You know, you've certainly identified some of the marketing tactics and things that need to improve. And so, you know, that's something that I'm going to be more focused on and just try to kind of go step by step about, hey, where the copy needs to be better, where the steps need to be more concise. And, you know, to me, that's the, you know, sales enablement, making sure that the back end, you know, the accounting, the administration, the shipping, we never sold stuff before really. So we like even just what to charge for shipping or how to charge for shipping became a big thing the last week or two.
And
like
you're lucky you only ship domestically. Wait till you have to ship overseas. It's a friggin' nightmare.
Yeah. So then we kind of figured out, okay, we raised the price of the book, it's free shipping, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And our more sophisticated store will let us, do that in a more sophisticated way should we choose to do that. So yeah, that's what when you're saying sales enablement, those are the things that I'm talking about. And to our first conversation, extends to these volunteers. They need to be out there evangelizing our stuff and spend their energy doing that while they've got their board hat on.
You bet. So a nice little tangent there to products, which is another little puzzle we've been working on. You've got all of these SKUs essentially, and none of them are moving to the extent you want them to. We don't even have a poster child of success that we can use to kind of replicate and learn from. I do the same thing in my company. So I got a little ahead of myself, ahead of my skis a while back. I have a pretty good ebook on leadership. It's called Effective Leadership: Getting People to Do Stuff. Probably 25 pages. And I sent it to you recently. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. I sent you the link anyway.
Okay, I'll have to circle back on that.
Yeah, and let me check too to make sure I actually sent it and it's not in draft somewhere. But I had moved a lot of copies of this thing as a loss leader because in order to get the ebook, you have to give me your email.
Mm-hmm.
And things were going pretty good, and then what the hell? I'll charge for this. Let me charge for it. I got to get my storefront going anyway. I'd switch to my web platform. And what to charge? Okay, let's charge $10. Well, right away I got feedback from people that it's too much money, and right away I was getting less emails. So it's the puzzle, right? Changed a couple things, not working, got to change it back. Just yesterday I changed it back to free, pushed out on social that my ebook is now going to be free for a short time or a limited time. I have no idea. I might leave it free forever, but that was the pitch on social.
Right
away, the emails start coming again. So the world lets you know when you're doing the right thing, but you have to have the courage to change it up just to see what happens, just to see who notices. The mystics talk about this in a much different way. They say you have to put energy out into the universe to get energy back. I've said it in a different way to you. People buy what you tell them to buy. And so here we are figuring it out in real time with all these different products and price points. It's not an easy thing to do.